What if the internet just shut down for 24 hours? No emails, no social media, no Google, no mobile data, no Wi-Fi, not even Alexa. What happens when the entire internet just stops working? Even for one day? Stick around. The answer might surprise you. First, panic. For the first few minutes, everyone would be freaking out. No social media, no Uber, no Netflix, no way to order food or contact your friends. Is it just me? Many would wonder as they tried to post about their predicament on Facebook, only to realize there was no signal. Next, the financial markets freeze. Banks can't process transactions, ATMs can't dispense cash, and stock exchanges would halt trading. No online payments would go through. PayPal, crypto, credit or debit cards, nothing. The ripple effect would quickly send shockwaves across the globe. Soon after, businesses would grind to a halt. Remote workers would be locked out of files, meetings and emails. They wouldn't be able to use Zoom or collaborate with colleagues on shared documents. E-commerce would be dead for the day. Cloud platforms like Google Docs, Slack and CRMs would go dark. Companies that rely on the internet to operate couldn't function. Next, transport and navigation would descend into chaos. Apps like Uber and Lyft would stop working, meaning no Ubers, no taxis. Google Maps and other navigation systems would be unavailable, leading to traffic gridlock. Flight systems would be thrown into disarray. Train schedules would be impossible to check. Delivery apps would stop working. Ride shares would grind to a halt. Smart cars would lose live data, and some might even malfunction. Then, emergency and security systems would struggle. Hospitals, which rely on the internet for patient records and coordination among staff, would be thrown into chaos. Smart security systems would go offline, so would smart home devices. Emergency services could be delayed or misdirected without the internet. Next, the media blackout. With no internet, there would be no news updates, no live broadcasts, no official alerts or government updates. Rumors and disinformation could spread quickly as people try to fill the void. Traditional radio and TV might make a comeback though. But what still works? Landlines, SMS text messages, offline GPS systems, and old-school banking, if you can find an open branch. People could also listen to pre-downloaded content like Spotify or Netflix downloads. Local networks and private servers would still be operational for some governments and large corporations. But how would people behave if the internet shut down? Some might panic, others might take the opportunity to reconnect with people around them, talking to their neighbors or going outside for a walk. There would likely be a lot of boredom, and many people would feel anxious without their usual sources of entertainment or communication. Some would worry about their online presence, wondering if their followers would forget about them or worse, unfollow. Suddenly, offline skills like navigating without Google Maps, cooking a meal, or planning a route would become important. In just one day, the world would lose billions in ad revenue, productivity, and e-commerce sales. Tech companies would take massive hits, and the stock market would likely drop when the service returned. And could it happen? Yes. A massive cyber attack, a solar flare, a government shutdown, or the failure of critical internet infrastructure could all theoretically take the internet offline for an extended period. The good news is that the internet, while vast and complex, is decentralized enough that localized outages are relatively common. And most of the time, we can still connect with people, businesses, and each other, even when the internet goes down. So what would you do if the internet shut down for 24 hours? Drop it in the comments below, and don't forget to download this video to your device, just in case.